Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to your daily dose of hamster. Here's Charvy. And yesterday I hadn't realized that when I was editing, I covered up poor Charvy's face with the filter. Here's little Charvy's face so that you can see his eyes and the skin between his nose. Between his nose. You can see how his eyes are okay. And his fur is growing back. So he doesn't want to be here. He's facing the camera and he doesn't like it. So here we go, little guy. Sorry that I was so irritating. I did not mean to do that, but it was the only way to get you to face that way. But he's a little sweetie. Hi, little guy. I love all rodents. I mean, I like all critters. I think all critters are awesome. I'm going to put you back, little guy, so you can go to sleep. I like all rodents. They're my absolute favoriteest animals in the whole wide world. But the thing is, it's not just the cute animals that need to live too, that have a right to live. All animals, even the really ugly ones and the ones that scare you, have a right to live too. Just because you don't like them or are afraid of them doesn't mean they have to die. That's why I keep, I don't keep, well, I sort of keep, because over in the corner there's a new spider. And I was like, hey, cool. And that's why I let the spiders stay, because even though I am an arachnophobe and I'm afraid of spiders, spiders need to eat too, and I don't like bugs, and bugs get in the open window, so I fight back by letting the spiders come in and stay. There was the other day, just before I went to bed, there was this spider running around on the back wall back behind my monitors there, and it was just like, oh, if I'm going to worry about it, time to go to bed. And I just went to bed and let the spider stay back there because, hey, they're going to be there anyway. They're always there whether you see them or not. So just don't worry about it, and that's awesome. But all animals need to live. That's why I don't really like possums, but because they're not. Baby possums are cute, but adult possums I don't think are cute, and in fact I think they're kind of ugly. And back when I lived in Bellingham in this one house, we had possums that kept coming into the house, so I didn't like that. And I had to chase them out of the house, and I captured possums once in a laundry basket and scooted outside. So I've had issues with possums, but just because they're ugly doesn't mean, and I've had issues with them, doesn't mean I don't like them. As in the abstract, just because they're not cute. I mean, it's amazing. Possums, they like hoover up thousands of ticks every month. So, and they're largely immune to tick bites. So damn, they're like tick Roombas running through nature. Let them go. And they are kind of cute, semi. And I've seen some videos of people who have had like great big old possums that they'll hold up because they're just absolute snuggle bugs and love bugs. And it's awesome that way. And it's like I've gone, oh, that's cute. I wouldn't mind having a possum. But I'm still in the back of my mind, I'm going like, that's really an ugly critter. Even though it's cute, it's still ugly. So, but even though they're ugly, they still deserve to live and such. Been watching lots of squirrel videos, which is weird. There's this one, like on Twitter, they put out a lot of tweets. It's the Dodo, the name of the website, and they put out tons and tons and tons of animal videos, and I really like watching those. What animal were we just talking about? I can't even remember what animal I was just talking about. Was that possum videos? Yes, it was a possum video. But they've had people who have just had big old possums that they let snuggle up to them. And it's like, that's kind of cute. But it's the squirrel videos. Been watching lots of squirrel videos. There are people that foster squirrels. And foster squirrel babies. Like if they discover a squirrel baby, they get in contact with the local animal control. They find out what they've got to do. They feed them, they keep them alive, they let them run through their houses, and then they let them go in the wild again. And then they've been so thrilled having a squirrel get raised up in their home and then let them go. And then the squirrels will come back and visit. They just go off into the wild, and sometimes they've actually come back and had babies in the house because they knew it was safe. And they let the people that lived there play with their babies, and they were just thrilled. And then when they grew up, they ran out of the house. So it was like really, really cool. And after that, they continue to foster new rescue squirrels. And it's like, man, I wish I had the ability to take care of a baby squirrel like that, because you got to feed them like every couple hours. And it's a lot of work. But man, talk about rewarding. I think it's awesome just taking care of hamsters and keeping hamsters alive. Can you imagine what it would be like to take care of a squirrel and then foster it and then let it go out in the wild? I've always liked squirrels. I've been worried about squirrels. I mean, squirrels, they're like any wild animal, and unfortunately in the squirrel population in the world, at least in the US, they carry plague. It's just one of those things. It runs rampant in the wild. It's plague. It's plague, bubonic plague, is not a big deal anymore. I mean, people get it all the time, and then when you find out you got it, you are hospitalized, maybe. But if you catch it in time, if you don't catch it in time, you're hospitalized until you get better. And if you do catch it in time, it's just antibiotics. It killed off 2/3 of Europe, and now it's just something you go and get antibiotics for if you get it. And very few people get it, but a couple people do every single year in the US. And unfortunately, squirrels carry it. So, I mean, they don't. They carry the fleas that carry it, so. But that's life. I don't think they do, where people get to them. It's wild squirrels in the wild. So wild, not gray and red squirrels where people live, park squirrels and stuff like that. I like squirrels. I like all animals, as stated. I still like this one time that I was out walking one night, and on the side of the road there was this mole, and it looked like a black furry hot dog, just exactly like a little hot dog that was about this long. It was in a U shape, and it had little feet. No legs, just these big old feet that came out the top and the bottom, and then there was a nose on one end. And then it was bent this way, and then it leaped forward, and it was bent that way, and then it leaped forward, and it was bent the other way. So there was this hot dog going boing, 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 with these feet across the road. And I stood over it, and I tried to make sure it was going to be okay, and I tried to push it and scare it back toward the grass on the side of the road again. Excuse me. Oh, carbonated beverages in my stomach. It's never been the best. But it was really, really cute, and so. But for me, still, hamsters are the best of the little rodents. Oh yeah, there was this one little weird thing on possums. I found out the other day. It was something I already knew. It just reminded me. But the descendant of the saber-toothed tiger, they have found that there is like 1 or 2 descendants of the saber-toothed tiger left. And one of those descendants is a possum. A Midwestern possum in the United States. Just a possum. Those teeth that possums have are saber teeth. And they're the last of the saber teeth critters. Which is weird. Apparently there's always been saber-toothed critters on the planet. And this is like one of the very few times we haven't had a super predator with saber teeth. I mean, it's not weird. We kill everything as a species. We're successful, so successful we're killing ourselves. But this is, possums are the only saber-toothed critters left, along with another descendant that I think is actually more parallel evolution. But it's the possum is straight descendant, and the other type I think was a parallel thing. So it wasn't a descendant of, but it had saber teeth. But it was like the same size as a possum, nothing big. We don't have the super predators anymore. Gosh, there was some other stuff that I wanted to talk about too. Oh yeah, one of the things I took a constitutional this morning. I woke up at about 5:30, came in here, dressed up as quickly as I could, and went out for a walk. I've been walking a lot more whenever I can. I took my umbrella out yesterday and went for like a 2-hour walk. It was pretty wet, but... And then when I got back, I was using my exercise bicycle. And then this morning I go out for another walk. And then I wonder why I can't gain weight. In fact, I've lost more weight. I'm down at 180 pounds. Hopefully I don't have cancer. Hopefully it's just because I'm exercising and not eating much, because I still don't eat much. I try to eat, I just don't eat a lot. So I'm down to 180, and hopefully I'm going to stay healthy. That would be good. Oh gosh, what else was there? Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I was thinking on my constitutional this morning about back to my Air Force times. Because of everything that's going on in the United States and around the world, one of the things they were talking about when we were going through basic training and tech school and all that was the big whole thing about prejudice and discrimination. Because, you know, it's like, when that big class lead up on that one was, they were asking everyone in the room, you know, it was like, who here is prejudiced? And a couple people just threw their hands up first thing, because it's like, well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being prejudiced. It's something that everybody is to some degree, whether you're prejudiced against people, things, ideas, or whatever. Everybody has a prejudice. Some of them are rational, some of them are irrational, some of them are cultural, so you don't know. Everyone has prejudices. The thing is, it's not illegal to have a prejudice. It's not illegal to think some kinds of people are the worst people in the world. It's not illegal to think that some people are the best people in the world. You can think whatever you like. The issue is when it becomes discrimination. And of course that becomes the whole, your right to swing your fist ends where my nose begins. And in this case, your fist is discrimination, and the other person's nose is just their lives. So you're free to be as prejudiced as you like until you act on it, at which point, So it's something to always work on. Oh yeah, gosh. In town here, we're in Washington State. I mean, right up next to the Canadian border. And then, you know, Shelton's like right in the middle of Washington State. So we're far, far away from the southern border. And yet we have a large Hispanic / Latino population here. And we have all these little stores that I think are kind of cool. But they're little stores that are little spots of home. That, you know, like a little, it'll say like Guatemala, and then it's got a whole bunch of stuff, and then there's stuff in the window, and there's little Honduras stores and Mexican stores, and they're just really tiny little holes in the wall. But they've got all sorts of goods from Honduras or Guatemala, just a whole bunch of a spot of culture with a bunch of stuff that you can buy from there. And you can also buy phone cards or send money back home or whatever. And I'm really fascinated by those. It's just, and I'll explain why. I don't really feel comfortable going inside to take a look at one of those. And here's the reason why I say that. Because it's not made for me. It's a little spot of home for people that are far, far, far away from home. Maybe they've emigrated here and they're never, ever, ever going to go back. It doesn't matter. I mean, I've had some spots in my life that were horrible, that I would never want to go back to, that I still look back on with fondness, because even though I'd never go back, I was comfortable at that time. I knew what was happening. So yeah, these people, there's a little spot of home that they can go to. And do they really need an old white guy gawking in their store and reminding them that it's not home? I don't need to be making anyone uncomfortable. I don't need to be in there reminding people that they're not home. So the reason I don't feel comfortable going into one of those places and gawking is because it's going in there and gawking and reminding people that they're not home, when this is a little spot that can take away a little bit of that homesickness. So yeah, I think they're really, really cool, and I like them, and I pass them by, and I think they're awesome. I like them. Like I say, I'd like to go in and gawk, but I don't feel comfortable for that, purely because it's for people to feel home. Thumbs up for that. Oh, and real quick, people have been asking about this, and Mika Mach 5 thanked me again for this. Mika Mach 5 sent this to me some time ago, and it has got little skulls on it. It's not torn apart on these edges here. I put duct tape so that the skulls will stay right there. Otherwise, they tend to like flirp around and then get all uneven. But it's a magnetic clasp, so you just pull it apart and then it snaps back together. And so they're just little skulls. And it's a really cool thing. When I wake up, I put it on. The only reason I take it off is to go to bed, or if I put on a jacket. Because it's a magnetic clasp, it tends to come loose inside of jacket sleeves. And I don't want to lose it. So thumbs up on that. Now it's 15 minutes into it. So I've opened up 25. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. Wow. And so I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, so I still get lost, fibro and all that, but I try to get it arranged. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. And what else was it? Oh yes, I don't read the comments. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment right now. I'm going to read them all, answer as many as I can, thumbs up each one I read later on, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So let me call it my Karoom. Where is it? There it is. We have Butterfly Time. Thank you very, very much. Toto Gosh Lug. Thank you. Chris Jericho. Greatly appreciated. Anik H. Thank you very, very much. And Don Beck. Greatly appreciated. XX Wolf Sniper. XX Wolf. That's a lot of wolves. Thank you very, very much. P Tragic. Greatly appreciated. Suicide Oath. Thank you very, very much. Mackenzie Leeds. Thank you. Odd Cop, greatly appreciated. Robin Peterson, thank you. Kathy Kitscat, always good to see you in the comments. And Pidge Bear, greatly appreciated. Bad Guy 1738, thumbs up. The Pepper Challenger 2, thank you very, very much. Zem, thank you. And Madam Pomfew, thank you very, very much. Tall Dude 123, thumbs up, good to see you again. Cosmic Honey, thumbs up and thank you. Mika Mach 5, good to see you in the comments, always. Metalhead Gaming, greatly appreciated. Molly, thumbs up and thank you. And Annie Park, greatly appreciated. Anthony Ornelas, always good to see you in the comments. And last but not least, Melissa Wesselman. Thank you so much. Each and every one of you has stated you get me out of my head, into the real world, dealing with real people. That is a very good thing. Thumbs up and thank you so much. I'm getting better inside of here, and I'm starting to come out of the trough. I was walking on my constitutional this morning, my walkies, and I realized with the way I was feeling, I am finally leaving this 2-week cycle here. I don't know when I wandered into it, but I can feel by my mind I'm starting to take the climb up. So in a few days, I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks up, and then it's going to be a couple days of going back down, and then 2 weeks of down. Life is life. This is just the coloration of my hair. It's not like a gap. See? My hair is going silver. Went. Anyway, if you could check out my links, I got Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign and become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very, very cool. I am minus way, way much in my checking account. If you could help me, that would be good. I don't need to bounce checks. That would be very, very bad. And if you could become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very, very cool and greatly appreciated, like one of these awesome people, thank you. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I can understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the end of time. What am I grabbing? I think I was grabbing like a bundle of wheat or something. I turned into a farmer. Anyway, though, yeah. So I'm going to hopefully have a reaction video today. I'm going to hopefully have a game video for the game channel. I'm hoping to have a game video for this channel, of course. And I'm hoping to live stream again today. Some kind of walkies or some such. Probably Evil Within or God of War or Outlast or something on the PS4. I got a bunch of stuff, so largely talking and just doing stuff, so yay. Oh gosh, golly gee whiz. I've got that walkies video that I've still got to edit. I just have to do the voiceovers for it, so because I had all sorts of good stuff. There was just too many people out, so I was afraid to talk. You take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.